Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Thursday night slash Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. And we had the big drop on, I believe, on Friday in the US, Saturday here, where I am in Thailand. But yeah, Bitcoin dropped all the way down to about 100,000, 10, that's probably more than a 10% move. And then, of course, that seriously affected the altcoins as well. Let's go to the charts. Okay, should be seeing my Bitcoin day chart.
Yep.
Thank you. And you can see the big drop here on the day chart down to 101.9, 102. On the Binance chart, yeah, really bad news. This caused many liquidations on the leverage platforms, including a couple for me. Uh, so that was really bad news. Ethereum, pretty similar. Got to measure that. So 23% in 4 days. It was mostly that one day on Friday. And most of the scuttlebutt about this was, Trump's announcement about more tariffs on China. And I thought that was suspicious because he's been talking about extreme tariffs since what, January, since he got into office. And occasionally they've moved the markets, but at this point, it's old news. So I found this
Um,
post.
yeah, it's also tied into the government shutdown, isn't it? It's like the combination of the two.
Yeah, could be, but I found this in this was in the the Banter newsletter that I subscribe to and read every morning. It talks about 60 to 90 million of USDE was dumped on Binance. I'm not even sure what that is. And it talked about pricing flaw, and you can read the article yourself if you want on Elon trades. But there's a DPEG and forced liquidations and cascading prices, they're calling it a Binance design flaw, and it was timed with Trump's tariffs for cover. So this sounds pretty sinister. And if you want more information about it, you can go ahead and check it out. This article's pretty long, so I'm not going to go through it all here. But yeah, bottom line, $90 million dump on Binance, 1.1 billion leverage short elsewhere. And that was the big bloodbath. So combine, government mischief with, other mischief on centralized exchanges, and that may have been what caused this big move down. All right, any other comments or
Yeah,
um,
well, that sounds like the whales using economic announcements to manipulate the market,
yeah,
so they can blame something other than themselves.
exactly.
Plus, I think there was some economic report that came out, even though the government was shut down, it was issued by some other group that
Hmm.
didn't look too good for inflation. But I think it was basically a big whale move to scoop up cheap coins.
Yeah, yeah, that's one thing I've always disliked about crypto is it can be manipulated. So hopefully you're on the right side of it, but that doesn't always work out that way. All right.
Especially now that Wall Street's in it.
Yeah. All right. But well, on the plus side, I got into some pretty good new positions on long trades. Let's look at some of our free sources, see if we can find some day trades and swing trades, and we will go from there. All right, so today I'm going to start on crypto bubbles. It's a green day. Nearly everything is green. And when I sort by the day, quite a few double digits in the positive. Synthetics, which is something I trade from time to time, SNX is up there. So got that one up. I'm on my day trading layout featuring Algo's supply and demand visible range and the RTI. At the moment, we're above the 80 on the RTI, but dipping down. So this could be a good short. I took a short yesterday on Doge, and that did pretty well. So I might take this SNX short now. Yeah. The one could argue in a market like this, you probably shouldn't take shorts, but I think I will. All right, so SNX, if you want to catch maybe a slightly better entry than what I just did, add an alert on the RTI. You can wait for it to dip back above the 80 and come back down. So that would be a crossing down on the 80. Entering a channel, you can trade both directions, which is what I like to do. 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. Once per bar close. Crypto bubbles, my information source. Let's see. All right, so my notifications, I'll create an app on my smartphone. Show toast notification pop up on my laptop. Play a sound also on my laptop. 3 notes reverb. There's a lot to choose from. That's my day trade sound. Click create. And I get this rectangle here on the RTI. And it shows up in my list. So that's SNX is a day trade. It's a swing. And I'm tinkering with some new stuff. Some moving average approaches. I'm trying to get more trades. So see if that works out. And I'm gonna test that for a month or so. And if it does, I'll be back with something new next month, I hope. Anyway, but for now, I'm still on the super trend on my swing trade on the hour chart. Get the same indicators for support and resistance. Currently just broke down from the red zone. And we don't have a sell signal yet from SuperTrend. We have a buy signal and a strong Trendilo LSMA, another moving average indicator. But the candle action is trending down. See what's going on the 4-hour chart. Pretty similar in the red zone there. 8-hour. Yeah, this is pretty deep in the red zone on the swing chart. So you may want to, if you want to do a swing on this, you may want to wait till it breaks above the red zone here. Actually, I just don't think this is a good candidate for it. All right. Any questions, comments on SNX? Synthetics. All right, story. What is that? Got an email from Coinbase about story. I haven't looked at it before. Okay, that's not the ticker. So trying to find the ticker on story. Is it IP? Yeah, it's IP. Okay. So let's go over to this chart. And here it is on Coinbase. And just dipped below the 80 on the day trading layout. But it dips down around 20. It has bounced back pretty well. That happened here. Got to move up to 8%. Happened again here. Got this longer move up 16% in 19 hours. So it was a great day trades. So if you want to trade IP on Coinbase, it's just a spot trade that looks pretty good once it dips down to the 20. It's a swing. It did dip into the 20 on Friday during the big dump. Has recovered some since then. We do have the buy signal on SuperTrend and the Trendilo in agreement. You got in now and it went back to the red zone, 41% in 6 days. That's an amazing swing trade. So I like this one as both a day trade and a swing trade on spot on Coinbase. That looks pretty good to me. All right, we'll look at maybe two more on crypto bubbles and then curve. I like curve. CRV, UTI. All right, pretty well above the 80 at the moment, so we're a bit late for this one. Last time this one broke down was on Sunday. Where are we? The aftermath of the big dump. And there's a 21% move in 6 hours, 30%, a little over a day. So big retrace potential on curve. Let's look at the swing. And yeah, all looks good here. Resistance here about 15%, 22%, 6 days. Both good retrace options. So yeah, curve looks good on both sides. And yeah, I'm trying to get, I've got what I think is a message here in my chat, but I can't see it. Okay, Craig needs to head out. So, all right, thanks for anyway for joining me, Craig, if you get a chance to hear this. All right, so that's crypto bubbles. Let's look at a few other, well, I have two more that I look at. Free sources. Let's see, CoinGecko is another one. Gecko.com. Sorted by the 24-hour. We'll see some overlap. I should look this, told me the ticker right away. Athena. Not that familiar with that one. Let's look at Athena. It's on Coinbase. All right, it's above the 80 as well. Made a big move off the 20. Dip on the RTI. So got 15%, 22%, 27%. So lots of good retracement options there. This does dip down to 20. So you might want to set your alert on the RTI, try to catch that move if there's a bigger dip. On the 1 hour, looks like the last two we've looked at. Pretty good evidence of recovery. Candle action's good, coming out of the green zone. And retrace here to this resistance, 17.5. And then up here to the red zone, about 26, 27%. Those are good swing trades there. And they're ready now. So not financial advice, but those are pretty good setups. Okay. Bit sensor, render, bonk, AVAX, Uniswap. Check out Uniswap. Well, they're all starting to look, we're seeing the same pattern. They're all above the 80 on the RTI. All in some level of recovery since the big dump on Friday. And Uniswap's had pretty good recovery. 14% there. The red zone, 17%, 16%. So nearly everything I'm showing you is going to look something like this. Set your alert on the RTI, try to catch that next dip. You may want to use the 50 instead of the 20. So I might do that one. Add an alert on the RTI, crossing up on the 50. Let's prepare our close. Let's coin gecko. So that'll give me that fat line here at the 50. So if this dips down and doesn't make it to the 20, only goes to the 50, then I'll still get that alert. I can decide if I want to take that trade. Go over to the swing. And the red zone's right around 15%, 3 days. All these are good swing trades. So the swing trades are basically ready now. We're actually a little late, but not that much. So take a swing trade as well. I'll do that later. So that's Uniswap. Arbitrum. These are more single digit. Tau. I don't think I've looked at Tau. Sensor is also on Coinbase. Also looks the same. So 46% between the levels. So that's Probably the best one we've seen so far. Might be one to catch on the 50 or the 20. The RTI dip over on the swing. A little late. It's already in the red zone. 4-hour chart. Even the day chart doesn't really have much room to move. 16%, 14 days, not bad, but kind of risky taking something that's close to the red zone. I think some of the others we looked at earlier are better candidates for swing trades. So bail on Tau, but let's look at one more here. And render. Long avalanche. Good AVAX. It's one I trade with some frequency. That looks like the others, unfortunately. Can't seem to catch anything down here in the RTI. Everything's at or above the 80. This broke up. Pretty good. 5, 6%, about 8% to the red zone. So good retraces on AVAX on the day trade layout. On the swing. This looks pretty good. Still less than the 50 on the swing trade layout. And retrace potential 18% here. 25% there. So looks good as a swing. Take this on my trading platform here. Still have a pretty good trade going on Ethereum. You can see I have smaller leverage on these trades. Choose AVAX, go along. Okay, back to crypto, coin gecko. All right, let's see what else we can find on sentiment. So we'll go over to CoinMarketCap. Look at a couple over there, then we'll wrap it up. All right, so this is what people have voted on up and down. And there's some overlap with what we were looking at, but there's some other contenders as well. HBAR, Stellar, Ondo, XRP, SWI, NEAR. So these are all coins you can look at if you're interested. Let's look at HBAR. I've been trading that lately. Yeah, pretty much the same setup. Again, a really nice move after the dump. 10%, that resistance, 12.5 there. Red zone, 13.5. So good retracement potential there on HBAR. Swing trade signals are positive for entry. About 11% to that resistance. The red zone, 13% in 5 days. Really good swing trade there. So we're a little late on all of these, but still in pretty good shape. Those of you who want to do a swing trade. For one more here. Sweet. A SWE on a day trade. Yeah, it looks the same as the others. That move, that retrace, 13%. Red zone 15.5. So, really good retrace potential there once it dips. On the hour chart, looks like this one's ready. 16%. Yeah, all these are looking good on the swing chart as well. So that's normal after a big dump. All the coins go down. They're in some level of recovery at this point. We're a couple days after the dump. So, I'd like to think that I provided you valuable information, but nearly anything is trending back up right now. So, look over your favorites, go through some of the charts, see if there's some alerts you want to set, you want to get it now. That would be understandable as well. Any coins you guys want to look at before we wrap it up?
Yeah, will you take a look at Zora, Z-O-R-A? Something I heard about, but I don't know much about it.
It's on Coinbase. Okay, well, we finally got a different looking chart. This one's took a drop on the Coinbase chart. Its retraced to the red zone is 8%. It's at just dip below the 20, so this is an easy alert setup. Right click on your RTI and set that alert crossing above 20. And go from here, do a spot trade on this on Coinbase if you want. So yeah, that looks interesting. Thanks for that, Paul. And on the swing, doesn't look as good as the others we've looked at. I mean, it's currently in a buy on SuperTrend, but the Trendilo is trended down, and the candle actions, the dip and sideways, well, slightly up move. Got it now into the red zones, 18%, 16%, 3 days, 18%. So it looks better than I thought. You might
After it
right-click,
turns,
yeah, alert, and just catch the next buy signal. Might be the way to go on that one.
thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. Any other coins you guys want to look at? All right. Well, I will wrap it up here. If you're watching on the recording, I appreciate that, though I'd rather see you live. Check out the opportunities in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. And you guys have a good weekend. No, wait. Today's
No,
Monday.
Monday.
Don't have a good weekend. Have a good trading week. That's what I meant to say.
Big.
And we'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
Thursday. All right, ciao.